I do believe that we're at a tipping point here. So for the last year and a half, I've heard everyone use the term normalizing. Things are coming down from their peaks, but they're normalizing, and that's a good thing. And I've always thought that was a bit weird because in past cycles, we wouldn't have used the term normalizing. We would have said it's weakening off the highs. And I've been waiting for that moment when we stop using the word normalizing. And I think we're on the cusp of that, Tom, because just about every indicator now in level terms is about where it was right before COVID, which, by the way, was not actually a position of strength. And so now I'm asking myself what comes after normal. And I think that should be the key question for everyone.
We haven't even brought this up in days, folks. I've been remiss on this. Okay, we're back to 2019. I get that. I do the same thing you do. The Bloomberg Terminal, folks, is great for this. You can get right back to where things were on whatever the series is in 2019. Except our debt and deficit and our interest expense at the federal level, Francis Donald, is not 2019. Do you care?
Oh, absolutely you care, because one of the main engines of this so-called normalization, this resilience, the economy has behaved so well, even though we've gone through one of the fastest, tightest monetary policy restrictions, was government spending. This didn't just happen in the US, it happened globally. But now for every $100 that the American government takes in, they have to spend $19 on interest expenses. And that's super relevant for two reasons. The first one is that it's going to restrict just how powerful fiscal can be moving forward. It doesn't even matter who wins the election. They will hit up against market limitations. But the second is, I think, the Fed has this dual mandate, price stability and full employment, but of course they're watching. Of course they're watching the interest costs that are on the federal government, because it flows through in the end to how strong this economy can be in perpetuity. So that is a huge differential. And I think what's really clutch is we differentiate between what is truly a normalization and what are the long-term structural changes that have occurred here.